Hello, my name is Clem Thomas, and today I will be teaching you about the role model effect. Expected learning outcomes of today's discussion are minority experiences in the classroom, minority or student of color experiences and do not have instructors of color, perceptions students of color have on grading practices, and how to effectively bridge the gap with students of color. Take a second to stop and think. How often does it cross your mind that you are the only one or one of the few of your race in the classroom? How would this make you feel? For students of color, this is an all too common reality. These students report feelings of isolation and feeling that they have to prove themselves to the classroom that they belong in the class. Speaking from experience, you feel isolated, like you don't belong. There's no one else who can relate to your own experiences and have shared experiences with you. You often feel like, how do I relate to everyone else in the classroom? To compound this effect, imagine that the person teaching the classroom also does not resemble you in your race or ethnic background. How does this make you feel as a student? How does this impact the learning environment? Students of color have reported that a lack of support from instructors, and studies have found that white instructors have lower expectations of students of color, which ultimately contribute to negative feelings and lowered self-efficacy. Oftentimes, these students don't feel like they can compete or meet the level of expectations of these white instructors because of what media has told them and the stereotypes that exist about students of color. This is when the role model effect comes into play. What exactly is the role model effect? The role model effect is when students of color see people who look like them teaching classrooms or as teachers. How does this impact students' performance? As students of color see people who look like them teaching classroom and interacting with students, it shows them that they can do, that they are able to succeed not only academically but in life. When these students see teachers of color and instructors of color leading classrooms, it empowers them to be better students and increase levels of academic achievement. That's great. But how do white instructors work through the role model effect as well? Well, I'm going to provide 3 ideas and best practices on how to work through this role model effect if you are not an instructor of color. For starters, provide equal level of expectations for all students. Hold your students of color to the same expectations that you will hold your white students, because it shows that there's a level playing field and that you expect the same for all students. Do this in terms of work and as also a class behavior. To avoid the stereotype in providing equal levels of expectations so that your students of color don't feel like they have to be the spokesperson for their race. Bridge the gap and build relationships with the students. Show them that you actually care. Treat them like they're human beings and they will be able to, break out their shell and be more active in the classroom environment. And thirdly, provide positive affirmation to these students of color and let them know that they can succeed and they will exceed and that they are not a product of their environment, but they can be better than what they have come from. What are some of the benefits of the role model effect being put into action? As I mentioned earlier, one of them is improved academic performance not only in the classroom but also on standardized tests. Studies have shown that when students of color are paired with instructors of color, they have higher levels of academic performance and also matriculation through the grade levels. There's also an improved self-efficacy and self-concept. These students of color feel that they can do more and achieve more when they have positive backing from people who look like them and also people who do not look like them. So overall, the student role model effect plays an important aspect of higher education because it empowers students to do well, not only in college, but also through life.